Hey Rebel Rouser, I'm Alan Voivod, and this is Star Wars 7x7, episode number 2371. This is an episode that we have done most years, not every year unfortunately, but I did want to take the time to do this episode this year. This is the episode where we honor the lights that have gone out in the Star Wars galaxy in 2020. We've talked about a couple of them recently because over Thanksgiving weekend, we lost David Prowse, and not long after that, we lost Jeremy Bulloch. They, of course, were in the suits of armor for Darth Vader and Boba Fett, respectively. But there have been a lot of others that we have lost over the years, some of whom we have talked about on the show, and some of whom we haven't. So I just wanted to take a couple of minutes and honor some of the folks that we lost, including Max von Sydow earlier this year, who played Lor-San Tekka in The Force Awakens. We also lost Andrew Jack, who played Major Emat in The Last Jedi. Did he appear in The Force Awakens? Yes, he did also. Also earlier this year, Alan Harris passed away. He was inside the Bosk costume in The Empire Strikes Back. And we also lost Wilford Brimley this year. This is not exactly a canon thing, but he was in Ewoks, The Battle for Endor. And according to Phil Szostak from Lucasfilm, the early design concepts for Rio Durant, Rio from Solo: A Star Wars Story, were based on Wilford Brimley. Behind the scenes, there were also a couple of notable folks who passed away this year. One of them being Kent Nightingale, and he is often referred to colloquially as Pink Shorts Boom Guy because of a photo that appeared on Reddit, according to The Guardian, in 2015, where it was a behind-the-scenes photo of the filming of A New Hope, and you can see him standing with a long boom mic, and he's out there in nothing but a pair of pink shorts and work boots. And this, of course, inspired people to cosplay as Ken in various conventions and whatnot. And he actually thought it was good fun and was generally approving of the idea. I'd also like to take a moment to honor Grant Imahara, who was part of the original Mythbusters crew, but prior to that, he was part of ILM's crew. And Tom Pollock, who, that's a name I hadn't heard before. He was an entertainment lawyer who apparently helped negotiate many of George Lucas's early film deals, including THX 1138, and also, according to the reporting on his passing, that he negotiated the merchandising and sequel rights for George Lucas for the Star Wars movies. Now, that's certainly influential in its own way, but there's also another person who had a profound influence on Star Wars from behind the scenes who passed away this year, and that was Charles Lippincott. He was the veteran film publicist who basically got the grassroots campaign about Star Wars going way back in 1975, 1976, and helped make the movie the success that it was. George Lucas said on his passing, Charlie was one of the founding pillars of the Star Wars films and phenomenon. He began in earnest the concept of licensing motion pictures at a time when the only other company doing so was Disney. Charlie was the one who said early on that, quote, "we can make this work," unquote, and was the first person to both develop Star Wars licensing and engage with the fans. He had insights into marketing and public relations that were truly unparalleled. And this was reported in The Hollywood Reporter. Also, they quoted Mark Hamill as saying, "He became a legend of marketing for a reason. He was brilliant at what he did. We traveled the world together promoting Star Wars before anyone knew what it was. He was a good friend and I'll always miss him." And I think it's fair to say that these are all people we are going to miss in one way or another from the Star Wars galaxy. So, as I say on episodes where we talk about individuals passing away, the German philosopher and theologian Meister Eckhart, and I'm paraphrasing here, once said that if the only prayer you said was thank you, then that would be enough. So whatever your particular belief system may be, I hope you will take a moment out of your day today to whisper a quiet thank you for the people who helped make this Star Wars franchise the amazing thing that it has become over the past 4 decades in their own particular unique ways. And that is going to do it for this episode of the show. Thank you so much for being here with me for it, as always. And may the Force be with you, wherever in the world you may be.